These stories are inspired by the actual case files of the Office of Scientific Investigation and Research.
Susan, please prepare a draft memo for the board regarding the Hendricks file. Sirs, the facts are not in dispute. In October 1986, Catherine and Nicole Hendricks' car was involved in a collision with a train at a crossing. During the course of the collision, they both disappeared. They couldn't have survived, and yet, despite our best efforts, their bodies were never recovered. Over the years, I came to the conclusion that they had somehow been transported to an alternate reality, to the other side. But there was no support for my suspicions until last year. Please see the enclosed archival material from the file.
Catherine. Nicole. I'll be right there. There's nothing to be afraid of.
Anton Hendricks then disappeared. Fortunately, 2 months later, we were able to recreate the conditions of the experiment and successfully retrieve him and his family. No, Susan, strike the word successfully. Nicole Hendricks died on the return event. Her autopsy confirmed that she was still in her late teens. However, chronologically, at the time of her death, she should have been 30 years old.
Easy, girl, easy, easy, easy. There you go. Test of biocontainment facility, White Room, subject 103, Apple, is in place. Sleep tight. You coming, Anton?
No, I have a couple of hours to log.
Oh, what you working on?
Some research that I started that evolved into one of Elsinger's special projects.
Say no more. Give my love to Catherine. Good night.
Initiating thermal test on is 8-1, 1800 hours.
It's been shown many times that the human spirit can overcome the most painful of circumstances, but the loss of a child is often the greatest test of all.
Anton? Hi. I missed you.
That's right.
Here we go, nice and rare.
I like mine medium.
I just thought you might like a change.
You know, this last assignment reminds me of the parabolic case. Remember that one?
No, I don't.
By stomping through a barn? Catherine, was looking for an old satellite. You know, the one that was projecting voices into the farmhouse?
Yes, of course I remember.
I smelled of horse for a week. Kept thinking, Nikki loved horses.
Well, all girls do, don't they?
No, she was not like all girls. She was singular. Remember when she revealed her life's ambition to us?
Anton, please. Nicole didn't survive the return from the other side. She is not going to come back from the dead.
Then why don't we just erase her?
Excuse me.
I'm sorry. It's just... we have to keep Nicole alive. It's all we have. Our memories of her.
It's so fragile.
Catherine, when you were on the other side, did you... were you in contact with Nicole? Please.
When I was there, I was aware of other presences. Some trying to escape, some content.
Yes.
It's hard to explain our awareness on the other side. It's like, what does this grub understand? How much awareness does she have? Does she know we're here? Does she know she's in the struggle of her life?
Hello? Hi. I let myself in.
Claire.
Would you? Well, I'm so glad you could finally join us. Like, too sweet?
No, it's actually salty.
Mixed up the salt and sugar again.
Oh.
Things have been so busy. I'm sorry. I'll fix another
It's
batch.
all right.
Be right back.
Okay, I came as soon as I could. What's up?
I need confirmation, independent confirmation.
About what?
That's not Catherine. That's not the person I married.
Who is she, then?
Elsinger brought back something else from the other side. It looks like Catherine. It doesn't have her memories. That's not Catherine. I know. It sounds insane. But I went through the arch to the other side. I became attuned to these things. They're sometimes called old ones.
But, Anton, you went through to the other side. So why weren't you replaced?
I don't know that. Look, just check into it. Confirm or deny my suspicions.
Well, I really don't have a basis for comparison.
Claire.
Okay. Okay.
Here we go.
This steak is really wonderful.
Oh, thank you. If I had known you were coming, I would have done something a little more interesting.
Hmm. You know, it's really amazing that I never became a vegetarian.
Claire's a pathologist.
Oh, you must really enjoy your work.
Well, sometimes we need to find the humor in the cases.
Just earlier, we were reminiscing about the time that Anton came home smelling like a barn.
Catherine. You weren't there that night.
No, I just was...
I joined the OSIR after you disappeared.
The garden's really lovely this time of year. You should pick us some tomatoes.
Why did she do that?
She was never there. I planted that memory. Nikki wanted to become a banker when she grew up. If I tell her that, she'll make that hers. She'll steal my memories. She'll make them her own.
Anton, what if Catherine is suffering from a pre-Alzheimer condition?
She'd still remember Nicole.
But she wouldn't remember the details. Don't forget, she's much older than she appears. If it is Alzheimer's and her memory is failing, she could be covering for that.
I've considered that, but
But you love her. I mean, isn't it possible that you just simply can't face what may be happening to her?
Catherine.
Well, you are in remarkably good shape.
For an old woman of 52.
Well, apparently you didn't age while you were on the other side.
Time doesn't pass there. The other side is so sparse. Here, there's color, sun, taste of salt on someone's skin. What if I weren't 52? What if I were much older than that? You know, men. They always want someone younger, someone new.
I don't think that's always true.
Since my return, Anton's been uncomfortable with me. He pulls away from me.
He loves you.
That's what he said. But I guess 12 years might seem like a long time for anyone to be alone. What do you think? You two seem close.
Well, we have been working together for 5 years.
When I went down to the garden, I looked back, you know, when you two were talking, and your conversation seemed rather intimate.
Well, he's very concerned about you.
He should be. Why are you being so defensive?
Catherine, all I want is for you and him to be happy. I can't confirm that she's an old one.
Look, what about her loss of ability to taste, the craving for sensual experiences?
Let me call Matt. Make this an official investigation.
No, I don't want the organization involved. This is just between you and me.
Well, I need more evidence. Something to go on. I can only deal with what I can see and feel and examine directly.
You just don't want to believe.
Some virus has been released into the White Room and the security system reacted by sealing Anton inside.
He's been contained.
Contained?
He's locked in a level 4 biocontainment facility. What euphemism would you like me to use?
And what's he locked in there with?
We're checking.
Could be a false alarm.
Now, where is everybody?
Evacuated.
Yeah, with Elsinger leading the charge, no doubt. Anton. Anton!
He's not answering.
What's he doing?
Matt?
Ebola.
What?
He's been exposed to Ebola?
He's gonna die.
No.
You've seen what Ebola can do. First, he will start to run a high fever, then his kidneys will fail.
And then he starts sweating blood. Now, how can we help him?
We can make him comfortable. It's 95% fatal.
Then make sure he falls into the other 5%. Anton. Anton.
Forget it, Matt.
Pete, get me to him. Walk me through the system.
All right. The room is hermetically sealed. It's complete with its own set of scrubbers to recycle the air.
Well, how long before they clean out the Ebola?
24 hours.
That's well after the incubation period.
The entrance is an airlock. It's filled with antibacterial gas. On either side, there's a bolted door, and it's reinforced with a high-amp magnetic seal.
Elsinger can countermount the system, but we haven't been able to reach him.
Why not?
Look, why don't you try?
All right, and if Elsinger's not available?
As the chief of medicine, Anton has the code.
Great.
You know, the locks will release themselves if the mainframe determines that the scrubbers have done their job.
Anton needs help now.
So what we do is we reassure the computer that there's no danger.
Make it feel warm and cozy.
Basically.
You sure this is necessary?
Coop, if the mainframe sees your bird survive contact with a virus, it'll open the doors and release Anton.
Yeah, but Peter, Ebola only affects mammals.
Yeah, but the computer doesn't know that. Damn it. It's asking if birds are affected by the Ebola. Okay, so... we tell Hal that this strain is the exception. Give me an incubation period.
You're lying to the computer?
I'm adjusting its database. Give me an incubation period.
Okay. With a bird's higher metabolic rate, I don't know, something under 2 hours?
Good.
Now what?
Now we wait.
You calling Elsinger?
No, Catherine. I'll kill you.
I know.
Hi, you've reached the home of Catherine and Anton. I'm sorry no one's here to take your...
Shouldn't you leave a message?
Already did.
I'll head out there.
Claire? Hang on, okay?
Yeah.
It's me.
Matt?
Something's wrong with Anton.
Oh, is he okay?
Come on.
Almost there.
What's he working on?
It's not a part of the Ebola research. It's something else in your authorized.
Surprise, surprise. This isn't right. Anton working after hours alone.
It's contrary to any lab protocol.
He's way too good to accidentally release an organism.
He's tired. Maybe he made a mistake.
It doesn't make sense. Unless he released the virus on purpose.
Why would he do that?
Yeah, that's what I'd like to know. Claire? Now what?
Damn it. Mainframe is offline. All of Central Lab's emergency power only, except for the White Room.
So you can't release the locks?
Well, I'll find another way.
The mobile lab's on site and has its own generators. We'll camp out there if we have to.
We're not leaving.
There'll always be one of us here, but we'll need working equipment, okay?
Understood.
Pete, did Anton cut the power?
He's a doctor, not an engineer.
Anton, what's going on? Anton, talk to me. Talk to me, Anton, come on!
Hello?
Catherine? Catherine, you upstairs? It's Lindsay. Hello, Catherine?
Almost got us to Anton. Once I reverse the polarity on the magnetic lock, you'll have 45 seconds in there.
Now what's he doing? Liquid nitrogen?
I can't find Catherine.
I know where she is. I think you did too. Claire.
What the hell's going on?
Claire, talk to me. You're holding something back about Anton. What is this, some sort of doctor-patient privilege thing?
If it is, you know I can't say anything.
What's worse, to betray that confidence or let your friends suffer? Possibly die.
I was at Anton's yesterday. I wasn't sure what was going on, and then at night at home, I phoned. There was no answer, so I came here.
What happened?
He asked me to examine Catherine.
Did you?
Yeah. There was nothing I could find. Medically.
Guys, we're almost ready. Okay, that's got it. Let's go. And behind door number 1.
Damn it, Axel, come on!
And door number 2.
No. No! I've done everything I can for her.
Come on, guys.
No, wait.
Come on.
Anton, what have you done?
I killed my wife.
Okay, great. Thank you. Everything's gonna be okay, Anton.
Really?
The ambulance is on its way.
Can't.
Look, we need to get you to a hospital.
Is that why I'm here? To keep me safe until help arrives? Are we waiting for the police for me to give a full confession? Look.
Hey,
It's all right. It's all right. The virus is harmless. I treated it inactive before I released it. Do you really think I would put anyone at risk like that?
I don't know what to think, Anton.
Guys, apparently the virus is virulent enough to trigger the security systems, but not enough to make you sick.
Is Lindsay sure about this?
Yeah. Well, she's pretty sure. I guess Anton had enough time to complete whatever it was he was doing before he sealed himself in.
Can't you get those open?
Now the doors are fused. I'm gonna have to get Elsinger to reboot everything. Hang in there, guys.
Is she dead?
Yes.
So, Anton just goes to jail, and all the good he's done in his life just gets thrown away, and you're okay with that? Oh, man. What is this thing?
Well, it looks like a Dewar vessel attached to a heart-lung machine. It's minus 200 degrees Celsius. It's cryonics.
You mean cryogenics?
No, cryonics is the practice of freezing someone after death.
Using liquid nitrogen and nerve gas.
Yeah, among other things. Then the patient is brought back from the dead once a cure for her condition can be found. Assuming that you can revive her at all. There's even an urban legend that they froze Walt Disney.
Talk about Disney on ice. What if Catherine could be brought back?
No one comes back, Matt, no matter how hard we wish. Not Orpheus, not Tinkerbell.
So that's it? You're just giving up?
She's dead. Accept it. Look, you accept it when your car breaks down. Death is just a series of mechanical failures. When you hear a death rattle, it's not the sound of a soul escaping. It is a spasm in the voice box triggered by increased acidity in the blood. The pupils dilate, oxygen stops going to the brain, life ends.
Claire, if we revive her, Anton won't go to jail.
She can't be revived.
I'll get Anton down here.
No, ethically, legally, I can't allow him to treat his own wife.
Oh, come on. It's a little late for that now, isn't it?
And if she is already dead, what harm would it do?
We could still treat her with a little bit of respect. It's medical protocol. It's only right.
Can you reverse it?
No one can.
Hypothetically, then, hypothetically, if cryonics could work, what would you need to know?
There's nothing to be done. She isn't Catherine. She's an old one.
An old one. One of Lovecraft's old ones?
Spirits from the other side. Lost souls seeking a way onto our plane. Waiting for the right moment.
The Millennium.
Yes. Looking for their opportunity to destroy order. Unleash violence, war. Certain visionaries. Lovecraft, Leary. I've caught glimpses of them.
And an old one took Catherine's body?
Took her form, yes.
I found this at your house. Elsinger collects these. Is he behind this?
This was Nicole's. Elsinger gave it to her. She was 4. It was 25 years ago. I thought it was lost forever.
What happened to Catherine?
Where did you get that?
The garden?
Do you know what it is?
No.
Why won't you remember Nicole?
I want us to move forward. To live the rest of our lives.
You have a very old soul.
Anton?
Who are you?
Catherine.
No. I've seen changelings. I've seen possessions. You took her form. You're an old one.
Anton, I love you.
No, don't touch me. Don't you touch me.
But I need to.
I renounce you.
Where did you get that?
I renounce you.
Anton, don't.
I renounce you!
No. You don't mean that?
You will return into the light and the darkness to the other side.
No.
Need for you.
Anton.
Release her!
Anton, please. What's happening to me?
Oh my God. Catherine!
This will never work. It's over.
Claire, come on. Just talk it through. Temperature controls, right? To bring her body temp back up again.
Matt, we can flip the switch, but it's not the same thing as reviving her.
Is this blood?
No. It is more likely an agent to prevent ice crystals from destroying Catherine's tissues. It's probably a mixture of glycerol, mannitol, and water.
Antifreeze for your corpsicle.
Can't you take this seriously?
Can't you?
It's just that I believe.
I don't care what you believe, Claire.
So I see.
Let me ask you a question. Why did you join the team if you're so skeptical?
Why did you?
Maybe I've changed. Maybe I'm looking at things differently. You could do the same. Please.
Clinical death is when the brain seizes. Cryonists talk about a stage beyond that. Information theoretic death, the point beyond which someone can never be revived.
But people have drowned in very cold water and been brought back to life.
Yes, 20, 30 minutes at most. The hypothermia protects them.
So the longer we wait, the more damage there is.
Matt, no one has ever found a way around ischemic damage. The breakdown of tissue from lack of blood and oxygen flow following death.
What if Anton did find a way?
That would change everything. Get me the information. I'll give it a shot.
Anton, Catherine's personality change could have been due to other factors.
Her injuries from the original accident are time on the other side.
Or the passage of 12 years.
What do you mean?
Well, Anton, people change. I mean, isn't it possible that you changed, she didn't? That she was Catherine, that she wasn't possessed?
God, don't you think I've thought that? Lindsay, all I can do now is preserve a fragment, a memory, an image. You can love a fragment, a memory. I know that now. Give this to Claire. It's my research. All I want is Catherine back.
You see that?
What?
I don't know.
Okay. Once we start this program running, we are committed.
You okay?
Yes. I'm a pathologist. I understand death.
What's to understand?
But what do you think happens?
I don't know. Rest to find out.
Well, I don't think we have a choice.
What do you mean?
The power reserves are running down. We're losing coolant.
Yes.
The temperature's rising. Catherine is starting to emerge from the cryonics.
Tell me what to do.
Follow my instructions. Don't get in my way, okay? Here we go. God help us.
I understand you've been looking for me. If only you'd called me at the cottage, I could have been here sooner. How goes the project?
Anton thinks he killed his wife.
My God.
Is this cryonics project yours?
Anton took the lead. I merely gave him the opportunities.
Opportunity. You cut the power. You trapped him in there.
The cryonics chamber must have drawn too much from the main grid.
And why was Central Lab evacuated?
Central Lab was evacuated.
Come on, Frank. You arranged it so we couldn't stop him.
Well, for the sake of argument, let's say that I did do all of those things that you claim. If Anton were halfway through the procedure, stopping him would have proved fatal for the subject. It would have meant irrevocable death.
Death is irrevocable.
Until proved otherwise.
Okay, minus 100. Let's try and hold it there.
Guys, we have a visitor.
Matthew Davison.
Nice of you to join the party, Frank.
If you give me a few minutes, I'll have the security system stand down.
Who the hell are they?
They're here to help. Step aside, please.
No.
Doctor, when your patient revives, I shall want to have a moment with her.
Oh, go near her.
Matthew, I don't appreciate your tone.
Yeah, I bet you don't.
If we succeed, we have saved a life, maybe two.
And who put those lives at risk?
Dr. Davison, do what you can for her. I'm so sorry.
What for? You saved me. You drove that thing out of me.
Catherine.
Yes.
Do you remember what happened?
I was in the car. There was an accident. Then I came back. And,
Do you remember Nicole?
Yes. She was in the accident, too. And now she's gone. We had such hopes for her. Bay Street. Wall Street banking. Can you imagine? What a strange thing to remember. So, are my test results in?
Oh, you're fine. Actually, you're a miracle.
Yeah, still not bad for an old lady, huh? Thank you. Claire, I'm so sorry.
Oh, don't mention it. You know, you may experience some memory loss due to the brief lack of oxygen while you were under.
No, the more time I spend with Anton, the more I seem to remember.
Well, that's good.
The more I become his Catherine. After all we are is each other's memories.
Case manager's log, Prigger recording. No charges will be pressed against Dr. Anton Hendricks. Neither Director of Operations Elsinger nor the authorities wish to pursue this further.
Of course not. Elsinger set the whole thing in motion.
Why?
I think that he felt out of desperation Anton and Claire might find the breakthrough he's been looking for.
But were we the scientists or just the lab rats running through the maze?
Well, we did bring her back.
Legally, Catherine never died.
You declared her dead.
I never signed a death certificate. Matt, when Catherine first woke up at the hospital, what did she say?
Well, she didn't describe a tunnel of light. No, hell and brimstone either.
But did she ask about something specific?
Yeah. She asked what Nicole wanted to be when she grew up.
Did you tell her?
I told her I couldn't understand how she and Anton had produced a young banker.
Excuse me.
Hi, you've reached the home of Catherine and Anton. I'm sorry no one's here to take your call, so please get back to you. There's that truck.
Do you know what her favorite color was?
Pink. All girls like pink.
Blue.
Blue.
Navy blue, I think.
Anton.
Her best friend was Jackie. Jackie McDonald.
Best friend is Jackie McDonald. Favorite color is navy blue.
Yes. Yes. Very good.
We often wonder whether others see and feel things in the same way we do. But can we ever truly understand another person, even someone we think we know as intimately as our husband or wife? For Psi Factor, I'm Dan Aykroyd.